Hello, hi, and welcome to this Soothing Saturday video. We are going to be talking about the art of releasing. Yes. I know it can be quite a touchy subject, but I promise you, this video is just about the positive aspects of releasing and how it can really benefit you. So you're going to want to definitely stick around to the end of the video so you can really understand the concept of releasing and the beauty that you have yet to experience from it. Yes, I'll see you guys in the rest of the video. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this. Okay, now the first thing that I wanted to talk about is I want to talk about four things first. And the first thing I'm going to talk about is the perspective of ourselves. Okay, so when we have a situation happen or we do something or someone else does something, it doesn't matter how a situation happens, but we have to release something, right? At some point we have to release something. This can sometimes create a big stop. I want to say a big red stop sign in our life, right? And instead of us contemplating at a crossroads, we can embrace what we see in front of us, understanding that we have a limited perspective. Everyone does. Everyone has a limited perspective, and it's absolutely true. It's absolutely true. You cannot say it as a matter of fact that you don't have a limited perspective. Everyone does, because you have the perspective of the person who has experienced everything that you have experienced up until this point in your life. Okay, you can always expand that, but it is always limited because it's limited to whatever you experience. You see what I'm saying? We can't possibly experience everything there is to ever experience in one lifetime, okay? That's just not like realistic, okay? This is just not realistic. But when we see things in that perspective, understanding that there's always something to gain, we can put less pressure on ourselves to make sense of every single situation in our life, right? And so with that perspective, opening up our perspective to, I don't know everything and I accept other perspectives. I don't have to agree with them, but I accept that there are other perspectives that I have the opportunity to understand. It's like that. And in that, there's so much more. Yeah. So that's the first thing that I wanted to talk about is us opening up to other perspectives. Now, the second thing that I wanted to talk about is the perspective of others. Okay. So sometimes we can cling on to what our desired result is. Okay. Whereas someone else may have a whole different perspective and they want their desired result. And in some cases, you could get both desired results with the same people involved. Other times you can't. It's just they're not compatible. This could be partnerships, this could be friendships, this could be lovers, this could be in so many different ways, not just like one way specifically. This could even be within yourself and a circumstance that you're trying to make happen, and it just can't happen at this time. It can happen at another time, but it can't happen right now, right? Whatever it is, understand that your perspective is always valid. It's always valid. And it doesn't have to happen, but it is valid. Validate yourself. Say, you know what? I know that I desire a different outcome, and this circumstance may not give me this outcome. I wonder why this isn't working. So you start to see the other person's perspective. I'm just going to say it, maybe if it's a other person, right? you take their perspective and you understand more about, wow, that person may not be quite ready for this business venture, or this person may not be quite as ready for this love relationship. This person may not quite be there, or we just might not be compatible, you know? And people have so many different aspects of them. You never quite know a person until you really get involved, right? For a long period of time. And sometimes even then you don't quite know a person. Some people really hide themselves very deep and they have a lot of healing to do, inner healing. And you can still learn from those circumstances, understanding that that person has a different limited perspective than you do. And that expands your perspective. Yes. So the third thing that I wanted to talk about is how we can really ease the pressure that our ego puts on us to make a certain outcome happen, right? So we don't have to have our way. As a matter of fact, it'd be horrible if we always had our way. We would always be able to like tell everything, you know, is going to happen this way, it's going to happen that way. Life would be so predictable, right? It's kind of boring that way. Now, when we accept other people's perspectives, we accept our perspective, we accept the difference in perspective, and we allow ourselves to put that pressure off of our brain, put that pressure off of our shoulders. There's a physical release that happens when we do that. And it's not that you're weird or anything because you held on to this other perspective. As a matter of fact, it's a natural thing to do. But understanding that holding on to that limited perspective isn't quite healthy for your growth is a beautiful thing to acknowledge about yourself, because then you're able to say, hey, look, I could look at things from all kinds of different perspectives. I can be smarter. I can be much more creative. I could learn from this and I can grow. Yes. So in this, you ease the pressure, okay? And when you ease the pressure, you allow the mind to expand. Now it has room to start to go, okay, what did we learn? What is different from their perspective and my perspective? What did I learn from this? And sometimes we learn what we don't want. Sometimes we learn what we do want. Sometimes we learn a little bit of both. Usually it's a little bit of both. And especially if we're open to both sides, it can really become this inner development work that truly allows us to appreciate the version of us that we are in today, rather than getting down about the version of ourselves that was limited in the past. You see what I'm saying? And in that, there's just so much appreciation. It doesn't just ease the mind, but it allows you to have this space to appreciate yourself. Appreciate yourself today, the version you are today. Yes, staying in that now and staying in it in a joyful way, a joyful manner, yes. Now, the fourth thing that I wanted to talk about is how this whole process allows you to release the fear, okay? When you release fear, you have the mother lode of benefits in this circumstance. I was going to say situation and circumstance at the same time. Yes, but you have like the mother lode of it in this final part that I wanted to talk about. And you release the fear because you accept what is, what you desired, and what you learned. And in that, you understand more about yourself and appreciation. Then what happens? You release the fear of not having it in your desired way, in your desired outcome. You have a sense of gratitude. Instead of fear, you have gratitude for the circumstance. And in that, you're able to see that every challenge, everything that challenges your brain, everything that comes up against you, everything that doesn't align with you is an opportunity to grow. everything that doesn't align with you is a powerful resource ready to be tapped. It's so amazing how you can use these different opportunities to learn about yourself, learn about your surroundings, and learn about how you can collaborate, how you can help somebody with something and they can help you with something, and really be open to this collaborative effort to be constructive in whatever you're creating. It's such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing to experience. So I would just ask of you to consider how the art of releasing can really benefit you in today's day, today's now, in this now. How do you benefit from the art of release? Yes. How? I just want you to think about that. If you're holding on to something right now, I'm sending you so much love and joy. But more than that, I hope you grow. I hope you learn how beautiful you are in your perspective and how valid your perspective is and how valid it is, so much so that it deserves to be expanded. It deserves to be nurtured and grown, and it deserves to find the collaboration that aligns with your mind. You see what I'm saying? So allow yourself to really just envelop yourself in this and appreciate who you are. Appreciate this process. Yes, because you are so beautiful and you so deserve this. So yeah, so if you guys got anything from this video, make sure you like below, comment, and let me know how you release, what you got out of the video, anything, just share whatever you feel. And if you haven't already, subscribe and click the bell for notifications so that way you'll be notified every time I make another video. Yes. And yeah, I'll see you guys again in the next video. Have a fantastic week ahead, you guys. Bye.